as the realtors themselves. It looks like my parents might actually get to sue them big time as well. Anyway, Dad was practically crying with joy and relief over the news that the document they signed was bogus. He talked about he talked about how disturbed and depressed he was over the idea of being kicked out of their Susanville home, and not only kicked out, but sued of all their money as well. He said that he was so confused to think that God had led them through all this just to lose everything to scam artists. That when things began to go right, he started feeling like Moses and the Israelites pressed against the Red Sea with the Egyptian forces descending. He must be thinking, is the rapture going to take place, you know? Then, right when it looks all bleak and hopeless, the Red Sea parts. They not only escape, but everything the monsters were going to do to them turns and makes it look like they will have to pay. That they will have to pay, not my parents. In other words, the tide completely turns. The tide completely turns. Dad and Mom said that they too were singing the song on the Tefka from Fiddler on the Roof. Now, being that they see that they can not only keep their house, not only get these con artist realtors fired from the job that makes other realtors look bad, but being that these realtors own something like half of Susanville, will have their signs all over the place, you know, with scamming lawyers behind them. They are no longer singing Anatevka, but If I Were a Rich Man. So, in a way, at this moment, even though I've been fired, I mean, not needed anymore, things don't look quite so bleak. Over and out. P.S. Dad thinks that one of the reasons why these con artist realtors thought they could pull the wool over our eyes as so well is because of Dad having a wall of Christian literature and a Bible on the coffee table. Dad thinks that they probably thought he and Mom were so afterlife orientated that they wouldn't notice they wouldn't notice what was happening to them in reality down on Earth. And for a while, the realtors were quite right. Over now. March 9th, 1997, Sunday afternoon, last Sunday. My parents came up and spent the night and left this morning. They made it more